Good evening, fellow racers. It's your boy Vexed here, and we are live with the League 2 drivers from Aero League Racing. You join us here in qualifying. Well, somebody has a massive moment there. I think it was Jack. He's had a huge moment there coming around that last turn. Maybe it was some of the stability in the lobby, because it looks like he's still going quite nicely at the moment. So as I say, it's your boy Vexed here. You can just call me Vexed or Leon. I'm standing in this evening for Twisted Individual. He's had some issues with his microphone. Apparently he's having some intermittent issues. He wasn't sure whether it would work for the whole race, so as League 3 or Tier 3, which I've been covering this season, as that is well and truly sewn up, Skinsy is the champion of that league. I am here tonight to sew up this three-way battle between, I'll just find the, bear with me lads. So yeah, I've been informed that we have got a three-way battle going on here at the moment. We've got a three-way fight between Owen, Jack and Chris. Owen being the favourite in the Mitsubishi, but it's been quite badly nerfed since the last update. Jack and Chris are also still up there, first, second and third. But Jack is by far the strongest car apparently after the update. Apparently he needs a double win and Owen needs P5 or better to win the championship. But I think Forney said that Jack hasn't actually managed to win one of the races in GT7 yet, so maybe this will be his maiden victory tonight. Oh, he has another massive moment. I think that's definitely got to be some weird glitch. Some of the lobby stability going on there as he came on that turn. He had the rear, it was sideways, wasn't it, over that curb, but managing to hold on to it. I think this is his first flying lap as he comes through the death chicane. I think that's going to claim a few victims tonight. The chicane of death always does, doesn't it, around here. Dragon Trail Seaside in sunny Croatia. First lap in a 1:38.7, so let's see how Owen does as he comes across the line. Not going any better there. He's done a 39.6. Tappy's coming along, and so is Ross Fawn. So Fawney actually going second place. He's done a 1:39.346. Owen did a 1:39.691. Hims has just come across. He's done a 1:40.3. Tap actually did a 1:40. Oh, he's all out of shape there in that Jag. Maybe the tyre's not quite warming up yet. So actually dropping a 7th at the moment. Oh, he's not actually set a lap at the moment. So we've got Ben. He's set a lap of 1:40.6. Perry Bliatipus. Bliat. He's currently in 7th with a 1:14.187. That is actually my my racing number, 187. Nemesis, or name what? No, he's just going to be called Nemesis, man. Like, name is whatever his name is. Name is. He's there in 8th currently. He's done a 1:41.215. Tap actually setting a lap. It's a 1:41.8. Chris. Oh, not sure what's going on with Chris. He's quite a bit off the pace, isn't he, with a 1:53.5 currently. Maybe trying to get some warmth into them tyres. Perhaps a Porsche taking a bit of a nerf in the latest update. Deserbo. He's got Perry Platypus behind him as they come into the death chicane. He's managed to get through there nicely. Deserbo of Italy, I believe. Pretty sure that's an Italian flag. Someone correct me in the chat if I'm wrong. Welcome along as well to the 4 people who've joined. Nice of you to... oh, one of them's just left. As always, but nice to have you along. Hello, I am your boy Vexed. Oh, Zerbo actually setting the fastest lap now for 1:37.6. So he was absolutely on a flyer there, wasn't he? So this might shake up things at the top of the grid. He's actually a whole second faster than Jack currently. Oh, Jack going off there again. He definitely did go deep through there that time, didn't he? Massive moment. He held on to it well though. Fair play. Chris has actually managed to improve. He's done a 1:38.8, so he was definitely warming them tyres up, wasn't he? He's gone from a 1:53 to a 1:38. Owen's going to have to improve on his time, isn't he? Well, he doesn't have to improve on his time, but it will help his efforts, won't it? In the championship, if he manages to finish, well, start a bit further up the grid. I'm sure that's what he's going to be trying to do. So currently, as the grid stands, we've got Dzerbo, or D-Zerbo. He's in first place currently, he's on pole. Although name is Nemesis, he's gone purple there, so we'll stay on board with this guy for a minute. As he comes through the death chicane there, he was very close to that wall, wasn't he? Absolutely clenching his butt cheeks through there, I'm sure. Hopefully we're not going to see any of the infamous sideways porpoising we have seen prevalent throughout some of the other lobbies. I know it's not actually a thing, but I think it's a bit nicer than just calling it glitching, you know, give it a bit of a technical term, even if it doesn't really exist. Oof. Nearly going into the back of him there. Was it Hims? Hims? So yeah, Name is going better. Not managing to take the fastest lap away from Dzerbo, but he's done a very respectful lap of 1:37.8. So only 200ths in it. That's all he's got to find to manage to take that pole position away. Meanwhile, I think Chris is going to be trying his utmost as well to try and improve on his time. Fastest being a current 1:37.9. As he comes through the split, he's actually 0.2 up. It's a great view, this one, isn't it? The interior view, you can see the driver, see him putting the inputs in through the steering wheel there. Can't really see a lot of the action around the car, but when they're on a flyer, you don't really need to, you just want to see the line they're taking. Hugging the apex nicely there. Let's hope he doesn't get hampered by the car up ahead of him. He's still up at the moment. Absolutely flying through the... Oh no! Oh, commentator's curse. He actually tags the wall. That is going to cost him, isn't it? He was on a flyer. I thought he was going to improve on his time, but unfortunately not. So obviously this qualifying, this will determine the grid for the sprint race, and then the sprint race will determine the reverse grid for the feature race. At the moment we're on board with Diablo Devil. Currently sat in 4th on the grid. If nobody improves, that is where he will start. Maybe he's going to be getting the advantage of that slipstream off of Diablo up ahead. Possibly punching a hole in the air up ahead for him. In fact, I think at the moment he's in dirty air, isn't he? Although no, he's creeping ever closer. I think Owen actually only needing a 5th or better to clinch the championship. I'll just yeah. So perhaps he's just going to settle with 5th at the moment. I think he only needs to, yeah, get P5 or better in both races, or maybe even in one of the races, and then the deficit is too large for anyone to be able to take the win away from him. But Jack and... oh no, Chris, sorry. Yeah, Jack and Chris not too far behind him though, so at the moment as it stands, coming into this round, we've got Owen. He's on 206 points. Jack is in 2nd place with 186, and then we've got Chris not far behind him with 169. And your top 5 include Deserbob, or Deserbo. He's currently on 145, and Payan, or Payan, he's in the Jaguar, he's on 127. Ross Form not too far behind him with 101. So I think this may be the end of qualifying now. Seems like everyone's starting to pile up on the track. Yeah, we can see everyone. Yeah, everyone's finished their qualifying laps now. Waiting for the race to begin. Name is lighting them tyres up, putting on a bit of a show. And Chris as well. So here we go. This will be the sprint race. Deserbo on pole. Remember, we need to keep a lookout for Chris, Jack and Owen, who are currently 3rd, 4th and 5th. Owen only needing the 5th in the 1st or the 2nd race. And I believe he'll have it sewn up. He'll be the champion of Tier 2. But if Jack can pull out a double win, and he might be on for it. So we've got Jack. He's actually going to try and take the lead of the race. He's got Owen not too far behind him as well, though. Deserbo getting edged out a bit there. Although Deserbo, he manages to keep that position. Oh, Jack looking a little bit out of shape there. I think a few of the cars, actually. There's a little bit of contact there. A bit of a concertina through turn 2. So Deserbo, Jack, Ross Form. So where's Owen gone? Owen's dropped down to 5th. Or was he? Yeah, he had made up a few places, hadn't he? He's got dropped back to 5th again. Hims is up to 4th. Owen's there in 5th. Tap is in 6th. Diablo Devil currently 7th. Ben is 8th. Name is 9th. Chris all the way down at the back in 10th. So there must have been a bit of an instant, because Perry Blatterpuss as well. Perry Bliat. He's down there as well in 11th. Definitely, there was definitely a moment, wasn't there? I think them 2 guys actually coming off worse out of the rest of them, so that was unlucky there. Obviously no safety car. We actually do run safety cars in the Ultimate Racing League, but only up to lap 2 or 3. I think it is. After that, it's just, you know, if there's a big pile up, it's unlucky. Currently, Deserbo out in 1st place. He's in the M6. The M6 used to be an absolute beast on GT Sport, one of my favourite cars on there. Actually still pretty competitive on here on GT7. So Deserbo actually setting the fastest lap of the race currently of a 144.5. He's got Jack right on the back of him though. Obviously Jack looking for the double win. Closing right up onto the back of Deserbo now, so Jack is looking to take that 1st place away from Deserbo. Deserbo's probably thinking, bruh. He's going to have to find some pace in that M6. The GTR is hounding him at the moment. He's literally hanging off his rear wing. Can see a little bit of that sideways porpoising in Jack there as he comes through them turns. Obviously, just a bit of lag there, isn't it? Lobby stability, but I like to coin a phrase. Obviously, as we all know, it's scientifically impossible, but there you go. So Jack, he's still pushing De Zerbo along at the moment. He's still trying to take that first place away from him. He might have the run coming down into turn 1. Trying to go the long way round. He's going to be later on the brakes. He's going to get it done. Oh, that was a great move there from Jack. He managed to brake later than De Zerbo. Still right with him though. He's not going to let him get away, is he? So his battle for first place is starting to heat up now. Obviously Jack chasing the double win. Obviously this is only the sprint race. We're only 4 minutes into it, but he has taken up the lead of the race and he's looking good at the moment. He's looking quite strong in that GTR. We're going to have to check in with the rest of the pack. In fact, we'll wait and see if they manage to get through the chicane of death cleanly. I do thoroughly expect to see some people get claimed by it this evening. Oh, nearly. Oh, no. De Zerbo, he did. It claimed De Zerbo. He's still going. He's got damage to that M6, though. I did say I thought we might see it. So Jack's going to be grinning now. He's got a bit of a gap, hasn't he? He's just got to keep working on that gap. Not nothing De Zerbo can do about it at the moment because he has got that damage as well. Ross Form, he's currently in 3rd place, 3.5 off the back of De Zerbo. He's in the GTR though, so he might be able to use that straight line speed to get onto the back of him. He's starting to chip into that time already. Nice library on display there from Ross. We got Hims currently 4th. He's trying to chase Ross down, but unsuccessfully so far. Looking like maybe the AMG's had a slight buff. It did have a nerf, didn't it? It was suffering with some very severe front tyre wear. Looking like it's quite even this evening though. And it has been very fast before, hasn't it? It was very good in GT Sport. And it was good to the start of GT7, wasn't it? Such a strong front end, but has been suffering a little bit of late. Owen's still currently 5th. He's not actually having to worry about pushing, is he? So I think he's just going to try and stick with a front 4. If he holds on to that 5th place. But then, no, Jack's in 1st, isn't he? So how will this stand if Jack manages to clinch this race and the next one and Owen finishes in 5th? Are they going to be neck on neck on points? I'm not sure. I can't do the quick math. He's actually starting to drop off the back of him now as well. That gap is starting to open up a little bit. But he's got a nice bit of breathing space to Diablo, who is currently behind him in 6th. He's in the Porsche 911 RSR. He's got Name Is not too far behind him as well. Name Is currently 7th. He's trying to put the Porsche of Diablo under some pressure. He's in a McLaren. Oh, he's actually pushing him through the S's. Couldn't get any closer, could it? He's going to have the run coming down into this turn, hard braking. It might be a moment for him. No, he's thought better of it. Stay on board with these two as they come up to the dash chicane. Oh no! No, Name Is clearing the barrier there. Diablo's going to pull away slightly. Definitely got the momentum coming through there, hasn't he? Oh, he has a bit of a twitch on the exit. Has managed to let Namiz. He started closing back up again. He's got Ben behind him, currently in 8th. That Aston has been very strong though, hasn't it, this season? Both the V12 Vanquish and the DB9R. And Chris is currently down in 9th. I think he's going to be looking to try and make up some places, but not too far behind Ben, but he's got a little bit of work to do, hasn't he? A tap. That's the most significant gap so far, 6 seconds. And it is getting bigger as well, so Tap not having a great outing at the moment in the Jaguar. Obviously the Jaguar actually absolutely running away with it in tier 3 this season. This is tier 2, isn't it? Perry Platypus. That is a big gap, isn't it? He's not racing soft. I thought maybe he was going for a bit of an alternate strategy, perhaps running the hards, but he's not. He's actually on the softs. Oh, and obviously there's not actually a pit in this race either, is it? Because it's a sprint race. Come on, Leon, wake up. It's been a long week again. It's only even the start. It's only just the start of the week, and I'm saying it's been a long week. Yeah, well, you know what it's like. Long day. So Jack is still currently in first place. Looking good at the moment. Got a nice gap, nice bit of breathing space as well to the Zerbo, who did start the lead of the race, didn't he? Or he had the lead at the start of the race. Jack managing to get past him now. He's piling on the pressure and he's managed to do it, hasn't he? De Zerbo dropping off of him now. I think Jack has actually looked after his tyres a little bit better as well. If you look at the graphic on the bottom left there, as I flick between the drivers. Oh, Jack actually putting in a fastest sector there as well. He's currently got the fastest lap as well with a 1:37.6. So this could be standing in his favour at the moment. He's obviously going to win this. Well, he may win this first race. Currently got the fastest lap as well. So that's going to be some decent points for him. I think Owen's going to start sweating a little bit. He's actually managed to pass form now. Ross was in 3rd place, wasn't he? So I think Ross having a moment through the chicane maybe and losing a couple of positions. Oh, that was very close there. Jack millimetres away from that wall on the inside. Apex. Hims, he's 11 seconds behind. So the rest of the field currently 11 seconds behind the top 2. Hims currently 3rd place, but he's being chased down by Owen. And I think Owen has realised that because Jack is in 1st place and he's currently got the fastest lap, he is going to have to finish higher than 5th to be able to secure the championship. Two seconds off of him, though, is Owen. Oh, it looks like Namiz, he's gone for a move up the inside into turn 1. That was a good move there from Namiz. I think Owen saw it coming, but thought better of trying to defend against it. Didn't really want any contact. Oh, there's contact in the background there. That was the Porsche of... Who was it? Porsche of Diablo and Chris coming together. Chris has come off worse out of that. He's dropping all the way down to 10th place. So it looked like Diablo actually causing that incident and driving off. As I said, in tier 3, I'm not here to steward, but you know, if I think a move's bad, then well, I will let it known. So Owen is currently your championship leader. He's currently in 5th place. He's trying to retake that 4th from Namiz, but Name looking quite strong at the moment. He's managed to bring that gap down though, hasn't he, as Owen? We're looking like maybe having a better run out of that turn, out of the final turn. Across the start-finish line for the 8th time. Start of lap 9. We'll have a run down through the pack. So Jack is still currently in first place. We've got DeZerbo in second place. We got Hims in third. Namers is fourth. Owen is currently fifth. Diablo, he's up to 6th. Ben, 7th. Ross 4th. What happened to Ross? I'm not sure what happened to Ross. He was up at 3rd at one point, wasn't he? Now he's down in 8th. Tap, he's in 9th. He's being hounded now by Chris, though. Chris is behind him in 10th. He's looking for that move. Shutting him the nose of that Porsche. Tap looking like he had a bit of a shaky start, didn't he? But managing to make up a few places. Chris is hounding him now for that 9th place. He's looking. Oh, I think there was a bit of contact there between the two of them. I think Chris may be having the momentum, but no way past. Tap. Tap covering off the inside into this hard braking zone. He's going to send Chris a long way round. Can he get a switch back? No, he can. That helicopter looks like it wants a bit of the action as well. Coming through the death chicane for the 9th time. Is he going to claim any victims? Both through there nicely. Perry, he's having a bit of a nightmare this evening, isn't he? All the way down in 17th. So actually, Jack, he's gone through. DeZerbo have gone through there on their victory lap. Him's finishing in 3rd place. Name is 4th. Owen 5th. Ben 6th. Diablo 7th. Ross is going to finish in 8th. Tap 9th. Chris 10th. Perry 11th. And that was a comeback there. Name is very good. Very good driving there, mate. But currently, this is your race leader. He's going to take the win here in the sprint race if he doesn't get claimed by the death chicane. Chicane of death. I haven't got a chicken, but I have. There you go. That is the chicken, the death chicken. And he's managed to get through there nicely again. A little bit of a squirm on the exit. DeZerbo.
Name is 404. Ulmau.
Okay, so what is it? 404? Or is it name is 404? Yeah, name is, bruv. Yeah. Can you just have a normal name, bruv? So Jack, he's taking the checkered flag. That's a win in the first race. He's going to be starting from the back. DeZerbo taking 2nd place. Well, that was a great sprint race, wasn't it, guys? I hope you enjoyed that one, and we'll be back with a feature race shortly. So yeah, I think it's heating up now. I think Owen maybe needing to finish a bit higher than 5th in this final race. .404 says now, mate.
What's fun about normal?
What's fun about normal? Yeah, this is true, mate. This is true. Well, I hope you're enjoying the stream anyway, brother. Nice to have you along. Also, I know you're probably not paying too much attention to it while you're racing, but.
Been sick for 2 weeks, so it's my first race back.
Okay, so 404 says he's been sick for 2 weeks, so it's his first race back. Well, it's good to see you back, mate. Obviously, I've been doing the comms for Tier 3. Obviously just standing in tonight for Twisted, as he's having some mic issues. And if anyone else has only just joined, this is the Aero League Racers. This is the Tier 2 drivers. This is the final round, and it is heating up, isn't it? There is definitely a battle forming for... Oh, thank you for that, 404. I appreciate that, man. He's just said he'd love to hear me commentate any day. So much obliged. Obviously, normally commentating for the Ultimate Racing League. This season I am with League 3. I was League 4 last season. We got 4 commentators, so we all switch it around between the different leagues. I also do the comms for Hodges Saturday League, which is sponsored by Hambridge Transport. And there is a little trophy up for grabs in that one. And then we do like a Friday night thing. I've most recently hosted a Super Formula Championship, which was 8 weeks. And it is now going on to Flash, one of our other members, who's doing a GT 500. Well, check the Facebook page out, brother. If you have a look on Ultimate Racing League Facebook, then you can sign up there if you wanted to have a look at the other leagues as well. We currently have 4 leagues for Sunday's BTCC replica, which has just had a format shake-up. As I say, we also have the Friday Fun Night, which is normally a mixture of all different leagues. Yeah, I'm in the ALR Discord, bro. But yeah, we do, so it's obviously mainly Fridays, Saturdays and Sundays. We're looking to try and get an F1 22 league going as well. Currently we haven't really got enough members that are interested in that. They're more sort of the GT Sport guys. We also do ACC.
Send over at the end if you want to send me the Facebook.
Yeah, for sure, man. And obviously, if you check my YouTube channel out as well, obviously these live comms go out on the Aero League Racers channel, but my channel is Leon Scott Gaming and Motors at YouTube. Most of the races that I commentate on are on there. So we've got the lobby reset now. I think this is going to be it, the main event. So I will rejoin the track. Oh, and Andy Winters. Andy Winters has made it for this one, or is it a different name that he goes by when he's on track? Not sure. I recognise the name though from Tier 3 last season. Thanks, name is. Good luck to you too, mate. And good luck to all the rest of the guys. And I will just say beforehand, I'm not sure that the winner of the championship is going to be announced on stream unless somebody manages to fill me in with the details at the end of the race. As I say, I've not done the maths.
Don't make me sound bad out their face with tears of joy.
Are you all good, 404? So yeah, we're still waiting for the guys to... Well, we're waiting for the feature race to start. It will be a 40-minute endurance. Obviously, Jack looking for the double win. Owen's not far behind him. I think Jack's actually catching up now to Owen as he took the fastest lap and the win in the sprint race. But he will be starting from the back of the field. Obviously, being a reverse grid.
If I crash, just quickly scroll over to someone else grinning smiling face.
Yeah, no worries, mate. Now, if you go off, it's going to be one of these, isn't it?
Mission failed. We'll get 'em next time.
I'll try and get the klaxon lined up for the start of the feature race. We know the tier 3 guys, they love the klaxon.
Stop it.
Not the first time I failed, unfortunately. Smiling face with tear.
404 says it's not the first time he's failed, unfortunately. Nah, you'll be good, mate. You'll be good. You look strong in that first race, in the sprint race. You just got to believe, man. Just believe, brother. So Ross Form has just said in the comments there, starting soon. So the feature race will get underway very soon. I'm sat back with me half cold coffee now.
Ownership season for me.
So what? Let me just. So 404 says it's been a bit of a bad season for him. What's your name on the stand-ins, brother? Because I can't see it on the stand-in, so.
DDK 201.
Ah, there we go, DDK 200. So you're currently 15th with 164 points. You are actually tied with CMP 23, who's also on 164. So I'll have a quick rundown actually before the feature race starts of your top 10. So Owen still currently in first place. He's not on 206 points now, is he? But yeah, it's getting close to the top now. Jack obviously taking the win in the sprint race and the fastest lap. Oh, never mind. We'll do it at the end of the race. In fact, no, we won't, because the stand-ins will have probably changed and I'll probably get it wrong. This is your feature race. Where's first place? Why his name is starting back there if he's in foot? What is? Not sure what's occurring there. There's definitely some shenanigans going on with the lobby. It says that name is in first place, but you can quite clearly see that Perry is up there. He's heading up the pack. Name is in fact down in 7th. Well, that was a weird start to the start of the race, wasn't it? So Perry, he's heading up the pack. He's trying to get away from him, isn't he, in that M6. He had a bit of a shocker in the first one in the sprint race, but that's kept him instead for this feature race because he's starting from the front. He has got Chris behind him though. Chris not far behind him, currently in 2nd place. He's trying to pile on that pressure, although that gap is starting to open slightly. Perry is trying to get away now on the M6. Chris is trying to pile on the pressure on the 911 RSR. Oh, as we have a move going on in the background, I think it was Ross Form and Tap. Ross Form nearly managed it. Oh no, Tap! Tap's into the wall. Ross Form goes through to 3rd place. Diablo through to 4th. We're still on board with these. They come through the chicken. Oh no, Ross nearly going into the wall there. He did well to miss that wall. He's lost his momentum though. Diablo coming around the outside. He's going to have the inside for a final turn. As Chris actually tried to get a move done on. Oh, we've had a change at the front. So Chris actually edging ahead at the moment of Perry. Perry in 2nd place. He's still trying to come back though, isn't he? Ross Form has moved through to 3rd place. We've got Diablo hot on his heels in 4th. Bennett is in 5th. Owen 6th. So crucially, Owen at the moment is ahead of Jack. And that's where he wants to finish, is ahead of Jack, isn't it? But Jack is making some moves now. And 404's up to 7th place currently. He's looked quite strong, hasn't he, in that McLaren? Currently up to 7th. DeZerbo behind him in 8th. DeZerbo taking the win, didn't he, in the first race? No, he didn't. Jack took the win in the first race. DeZerbo was 2nd. Tap, he's down to 9th now. Hims not far behind him in 10th, but he's got a 3-second penalty, so he is going to be dropping down the order again, isn't he? Jack's up to 11th. So I think we've had some retirements. Oh, somebody stopped on the track there. I think it was Perry. Yeah, it was. I'm not sure what happened to Perry. Perry, he was battling with Chris, wasn't he, up in 1st place? Let's hope there wasn't some shenanigans. Maybe Chris putting Perry under too much pressure, or Perry just trying to push too hard. Hopefully they didn't have it coming together. But Chris is currently the leader of this feature race. Obviously strategy will come into play in this one because it is a 40-minute race. Ross Form is currently up to 2nd place, and Owen, oh no, there's contact in the background there. Who's that going off? Not sure who that was. I saw another car. He got tagged coming out of the final turn and spun around, and he's well and truly off now, isn't he? But Owen, he's looking to maximise on as many pants. He's trying to maximise as many points as he can in this feature race. I'm sure he has got his lucky pants on. That's why we mentioned pants. Ben is not far behind him though. He's in the Aston. He's looking very strong at the moment. He looked like he almost went into the back of Owen there, to be fair. But he is. He's piling the pressure on now, isn't he? Owen's definitely going to have that rear view full of Aston. Surely he's going to be sweating. He has got to run there, hasn't he? Owen's showing him the long way round. I think Ben's going to get past him though. He actually does. He managed to go round on the outside, so Owen losing 3rd place momentarily. He's still right with him though, isn't he? Still right with Ben. He's going to be trying to pressure him coming through the chicane. Let's hope there's no victims. And DeZerbo's actually creeping up onto the back of him as well. So yeah, that was nicely through there. Nearly, very nearly clipping the wall on the exit, but I think he might have nearly lost his wing mirror there. You probably see some of the paint flaking off. So DeZerbo's still trying to put that pressure on. He's managed to catch up to both Owen and Ben. 3rd and 4th. As it looks like Owen actually maybe trying to go for the middle. Oh, DeZerbo with the fastest lap there of 1:39.3. But he's starting to put that pressure on Owen. Is he going to go for a move down here into turn 1? No. Not there. Not quite close enough. Oh, that M6 had too much curb, got a little bit greedy and just unsettled that car. They're going to have to watch out as well because Jack is starting to creep up onto the back of him as well. I think Owen's going to want to try and get back past Ben, and oh no, he's actually dropped back past the Zerbo, so Jack is now behind Owen. Obviously Jack chasing the double win. I think if he doesn't win this, I think Owen might have it sewn up. The championship, that is, not his pants, not anything else. Oh, it's two people. Owen and Ross. Owen and Ross coming together in the chicane. That's going to cost them. Jack's managed to get through. And I think he's got the run on Ben and DeZerbo as well. I think Ben and DeZerbo maybe having a bit of a coming together as well. DeZerbo looking a little bit out of shape now. Chris has managed to pull out a 6-second gap, but we've seen how quick Jack is looking tonight in that GTR. So we've got Chris currently in first. We've got Deserbo currently second place. Ben, he's there in third. Jack, he's managed to make it up to fourth. Owen, furiously trying to chase him down in fifth. He needs to get back ahead, doesn't he? I think he's definitely going to be sweating now. You can see it slipping away, slipping through his fingers. Maybe. Tap currently sixth. He's being pressured though by Hims. In the AMG in seventh. Ross Form. He was further up, wasn't it? Yeah, he had it coming together, didn't he, with Owen, and dropping all the way down to 8th now. I'm not sure if maybe they were just a little bit too close coming into the chicane. It's never very nice following someone through that section of the track. Very tight. As I say, almost always claiming victims during the race. Diablo through there nicely. Managed to carry a lot of speed as well. 404 down to 10. He's trying to chase Diablo down now. Oof. Bit of a twitch coming out the final turn there. Perry. Still down on 11th, so Perry looking like he's way off the pace tonight. He's actually going to be the first into the pits. Chris still out in first place. Deserbo started to cut into that gap now though, hasn't he? Started to chip away at it like a sculptor. Or a stonemason. He's looked quite strong though, hasn't he, in the M6 tonight? In fact, the M6 is on a whole, apart from the one of Perry actually picking up a 3-second penalty there. So yeah, apart from that, the M6 looking quite fast this evening. That's unlucky from Perry. I'm sure he's having mechanical issues. I think they'll be getting the engineers to go over that car with a fine-tooth comb and find out what the issue is. As you can see, the Zerbo still the fastest lap of 1:38.2. But then the M6 has always been very strong around here, around Dragon Trail Seaside. And he's cutting into that gap even more. It's down to 4.6 now. It was up to 6 seconds at one point. So he's on a bit of a charge, is the Zerbo. Not really going to help his championship efforts. As he is currently in 4th place with 145 points. 61 points behind the lead. But he's on track at the moment for possibly a podium. He's currently got the fastest lap. That could change, but that is definitely a nice extra point. In fact, that's how it finishes. Jack is up to 3rd place. Managing to get past Ben now. So I think the sprint race was actually Jack's maiden win in GT7. So well done on that one. And he's currently up to 3rd. As I say, strategy is going to be a big factor in this race. Who's going to have saved more fuel? Who's going to have looked after their tyres more? Obviously, the less pit stops you have to make, the quicker you will be. But yeah, currently, Jack has managed to get past Ben. He started pulling away slightly as well. Ben is well within the tow, but looking like the GTR just managing to get away that little bit stronger along the straights. Although Ben seems to catch up through this next sector, doesn't he? He's looked very strong through this next sector. Oh no, Jack! He's had a bit of a moment. He's saved it though. That was a great save there. It may give Ben the opportunity to come back and have a bit of a go at him again. I think they're going to start scrapping soon. I think we may see the gloves come off. Ben, he's trying to chase down that GTR of Jack. He was sat in third place, wasn't he? But yeah, Jack managed to get past him and he's now... Oh, he looked a bit squirmy through there, did Ben. He's lost a bit of that momentum now, hasn't he? As Jack is starting to stretch his legs a bit. The gap's up to 1.5 seconds. 1.7. Looking like looking like Ben maybe having the better exit through the final turn. So Owen's still in 5th place. Actually doesn't look like he's pushing too much now either, so I think he's trying to save his fuel and tyres. I think while the others up ahead of him are trying to battle it out and try and trying to show extreme pace, he's doing consistent 140s. So I think that's his strategy. I think he's playing the long game at the moment, which may pay off. We have seen it happen, haven't we? So it's not all over for Owen at the moment. Not unless Jack managed to clinch that first place. Kim's currently in 6th. He's in the AMG, isn't he? I think he's the only one on track at the moment, actually, this evening. I think obviously we're missing a couple of races from this final round. A couple of racers from the final round. That helicopter, he wants some again, doesn't he? I think maybe perhaps Hims has got something illegal. He's following him. I think he's got something illegal in that car. They want to do a stop and search. Ross Form, he's up to 7th. He had dropped down the field somewhat, hadn't he, after that incident with the chicane and Owen, I think it was. I'm not sure if maybe one of them clipping the wall slightly and the other one caught the back of him. We didn't quite see it, we only saw the aftermath. But yeah, he's currentently up to 7th, trying to chase down Hims. Managing to chip into that gap slightly, but he's got a little bit of work to do, hasn't he? Meanwhile, 404 is 4.5 seconds behind him. In the McLaren, I think it's a 720, isn't it? 720S in GT3 category. Or class. He's managed to make up a couple of places, I think, as well, hasn't he? I think he was down in 10th. So yeah, moving up 2 places. 404. He was having a battle, wasn't he, with Diablo, or Diablo Devil in the Porsche. He's kind of dropped off the back of him now, though, hasn't he? 3.8 seconds. Oh, he has a moment. He's had a moment. He's held it. He saved it. Perhaps some hard tyres not really working for him at the moment. He's got to have had them switched on by now, though, hasn't he? He's definitely a few laps into them. Tap. 5 seconds off of Diablo. Helicopter again, so trying to do a stop and search on Tap. Tap don't want on a bit. He's driving off again. But no, I think it's definitely a camera copter, isn't it? Oh no, Perry! Perry having an absolute nightmare this evening. Going for a hug with Barry again. Barry, everyone's favourite friend. Oh no, yeah, he's having mechanical issues with that car. He needs to get out into the pits, get the mechanics to have a look at it. I wouldn't be surprised if he might even retire from this one. He's almost a whole minute behind, as Chris is now coming up to lap him. Your race leader, looking like the stability may be becoming a little bit unstable, because I didn't see any of that sideways porpoising with Chris before. I did see a little bit just then. And you can see it there coming along that straight. They were both jiggling from side to side ever so slightly. Yeah, Perry, knowing that he's getting blue flagged, he's moved way out of the way. Not wanting to hamper first place. He's going to try and stick with him, try and get the advantage of that slipstream. I don't think it's really going to help him at the moment at this rate, but... So fair play to him. He's going to be getting blue flagged by DeZerbo, but DeZerbo not close enough to be for Perry to be an issue at the moment. You see he's quite a way up the road still. That is his teammate though, so DeZerbo, Perry's teammate, coming up to lap him now. Just under 3 seconds behind Chris. So maybe they're going to work together as a bit of a team. Try and get DeZerbo onto the back of Chris. Although I do fancy that these guys will be heading to the pits very shortly. Almost halfway through this race. Jack, he's been strong tonight, hasn't he, as Jack in that GTR. He's currently up to 3rd place. Not sure if that's enough to clinch the championship at this rate. I was told he had to get the double win. And he's currently 6.7 seconds off of DeZerbo, so well, it's coming down now actually, isn't it? So maybe DeZerbo having a moment up ahead. Let's hope he's not being held up too much by Perry. Obviously we did see Perry was in between Chris and DeZerbo, being blue flagged, but he wasn't obviously posing an issue. I don't think he would obviously hold his teammate up. That would be great team etiquette, would it? But we have seen it happen in the F1 as well, haven't we, between the likes of Verstappen and Perez and Hamilton and Rosberg. So yeah, Jack, we can see there is definitely some weird glitching going on, isn't it? Lobby stability, possibly down to internet as well, but we have, obviously through the Ultimate Racing League, we've noticed it with different drivers. I myself have been a victim of it. I know my internet's not that great, but then we've got other guys as well who it happens to them, and they have got, you know, the best internet that you possibly could have. So I'm pretty sure it's on polyphony and the lobbies. Anyway, Ben, he's in 4th place, 6 seconds off the back of Jack now. And he's starting to look low on fuel. Under quarter of a tank left in that Aston. Maybe a little bit thirstier than some of the other cars. Saving his tyres quite well though, isn't he? Owen, he's got nearly quarter of a tank, so as I said, I think he is playing the long game. I think he's trying to get the most out of them tyres and the fuel as he possibly can. And at the moment his tyres are definitely looking better than some of the other people ahead of him, and he's definitely got more fuel. So possibly going for the overcut here is Ben. Owen, sorry, is Owen. Ben obviously ahead of him. As we see Hims, he's dove into the pits. He's going to be looking to fuel up and take on a new compound of tyre. It may be running the same compound. Obviously a new set of tyres. So Owen still trying to chase down Ben in 4th. He's 2.5 seconds off him now. He's starting to chip into that gap, but then Owen seems to be faster through some of the other sectors. Just saw a bit of that glitchiness from Ben up ahead there as well. Ross Formey's up to 6th. I think that was because, well, we saw someone pit, didn't we? I think he will be pitting this lap as well, though. That GTR is looking like it needs a bit of a top up. We've got 404, not far behind him. Only 2.2 seconds off him. He's bringing that gap down as well. Looking like he might get another lap out of that car, actually, to be fair. So now Jack has gone in. Is Owen going to get past him? And he's actually gone into the pit, so I did say, I thought he might have... Oh, there he is with 404, even with a big moment, coming out of the final turn. Almost losing the rear of that McLaren. He's moved through to 3rd place. He is staying out for another lap. So Ben, Owen, Jack, Ross still yet to come out of the pits. Jack has come out in 4th place. Oh, he's having a battle now though with Diablo. Diablo managing to get past him. Has Diablo stayed out? Diablo stayed out. Oh no, he's had a moment. He's off into the gravel. That's led Jack back through. Jack retaking 4th place. Maybe that was a great strategy call there from Jack, but has he put enough fuel in that GTR? I'm not sure. I thought Owen might have managed to get a jump on him in the pits, but he clearly hasn't done so. Meanwhile, 404, he's up to 3rd place, 5 seconds ahead of Jack, but he is going to be pitting this lap, isn't he? 404, yeah, you can see that. Jack is starting to catch up to him as well. I think 404 maybe struggling on them warm tyres now. Worn tyres now. Yeah, Jack can see him up ahead of him. He's firmly trying to chase him down. Chris finally peels into the pits. De Zerbo finally peels into the pits. I think 404 is going to follow him. So Jack is going to retake the lead of the race. That is what he needed to do. He needed to make it 2 out of 2. Definitely get a bit spicy now. I think Owen's going to be kicking himself. He was trying to play the long game. I think he should have stayed out. Maybe for one more lap. Oh, and actually, no, crucially, Chris, he's managed to come out ahead. He's come back out in 1st place. Still 6 seconds ahead of De Zerbo. And De Zerbo, he's still out ahead as well. Only 1 point. Actually, that time is coming down quite rapidly, isn't it? So, Jack probably going to be looking to try and take that 2nd place away from De Zerbo. I don't know if 2nd's going to be enough. I think he's going to have to try and take that 1st away from Chris as well. Meanwhile, Owen's back up to 5th place. So we're on board with Jack in the GTR. He's now trying to chase De Zerbo down up ahead of him. I think they've started to creep up onto the back of Chris as well. Maybe Chris having a bit of a moment on cold tyres. In fact, no, that's Perry. That is De Zerbo's teammate. They're coming up to the lap again. Not really anywhere that Perry can get out of the way here. He's going to have to do it after this chicane. Let's hope it does it. Oh, nearly. Oh. That was a late move there from Perry, getting out of the way. De Zerbo nearly going into the back of him. He had cat-like reflexes, but having to go defensive now against Jack. Jack all up in his grill now. He's all up in his face saying, give me that second place. Actually taking the fastest lap over 1:37.8 as well. So absolutely on a charge at the moment. Looking very strong. Oh, as he actually glances off the back of the Zerbo's car there. Hopefully that's not gonna, it didn't affect the Zerbo too much. And he's managed to stay ahead. Still, that GTI is looking very strong though, isn't it? He has a bit of a moment though there, didn't he? Did Jack? And again, throwing that gravel all across the track. 28 minutes into this race. 12 minutes remaining. The Zerbo actually managing to creep away from Jack now. It actually looked like Jack carried a bit more speed through the chicane. He's managed to get back onto the back of the Zerbo. Or has he? Yeah, the Zerbo actually getting a better run out of the final turn. He's going to be faster down the straight though. I think the GTR is still very dominant along the straights. It's still got a lot of straight line speed, hasn't it? Yeah, Jack with a little flash of the lights there, letting the Zerbo know he's there. Not quite close enough to go for a move though. The Zerbo actually starting to stretch his legs a little bit. These guys though, 13 seconds ahead of 4th place. So Ben is currently in 4th place. He's nearly 13 and a half seconds behind Jack. Owen currently 5th. I think he's trying to do his utmost to try and make up as many places as he can. Obviously Jack is currently in front of him. I think Jack needs to make it 2 out of 2. I think Owen may be safe at the moment, but if Jack manages to grab that 1st place, it's going to be all over, isn't it, for Owen? Oh, who was that? Who was that? Somebody having a moment in the background there. It may have been Perry again. As I say, he's been having definitely having some mechanical issues. See the capacity crowd there as we come through the chicane for the 18th time. Everybody loving the sunshine and the racing. So yeah, this is how it's been for the last few laps now. Owen managing to chip away at that gap, but then Owen managing to chip away at that gap, and then Ben managing to creep away again through some of the other sectors. So undoing all this hard work. Hims currently 6th, 3 seconds off the back of Owen. A little bit of work to do. 4:04. He's there in 7th. He's now defending against Ross, who's in 8th.